Let's talk about diecast packaging. This is part 3. And thank you so much everyone who has watched the part 1 and part 2. If you haven't watched them till now, please do watch them. The goal of these videos is to share the different kinds of packaging of diecast cars across different brands. So in part 3, I have more different kinds of brands, and I am sure even if you are a collector, you might not have heard about some of these brands. Okay, so let's start off. This is part 3. Alright, the next brand I have is Majorette, another very popular brand with the diecast collectors here in India. So you can find these cars at stores and some sellers. So the MRP is very high when compared to Hot Wheels. As you can see, it's 199. So this is a simple main line, and this is a kind of premium packaging, I have to say. You get a card like this with the picture of the car and some details on the back side of it, and I think this is a bit metal, and that's why it costs 349 rupees. Okay, so this is the only kind of packagings which I have currently. Okay, there are several other cars in Majorette, like you have some trucks, team transporters, so several other are there. So currently these are the only kind of cars which I have in my collection, packed like this. Okay, so let's look at the next brand. Okay, the next brand I have is Pop Race. So this is becoming another favorite brand of me in recent times. You get beautiful packaging like this. Let me carefully open the cars and show them to you. Okay, I'm resting my phone and let's zoom back a bit. Okay, so this is the first car of Pop Race that was very much hyped, and it is still in very much demand by collectors. This is the Mercedes with beautiful pop-up parts. I can show it to you. Oh, be careful, baby. Okay, that's very nice. You can just sort of lift it this back and the front also, and that's how the car looks. Very nice, right? This is why this car is very much in demand and very much liked by collectors, and it's very easily sticks on to the parts, and it looks very beautiful. And you have to be very careful with these mirrors. Okay, this is Pop Race. Let me open the next car over here. This is a beautiful Porsche. I'll just open it to you. Okay, that's how the paper box looks, and the protector, sorry, the blister or the protector, and the car itself is packed inside the box like this. This is a Porsche Targa, and again you have to be very careful with these mirrors. There are rubber mirrors, and very careful, you have to be very careful with them. Okay, and yeah, this is another very popular brand which is gaining much attention with collectors nowadays. Alright, so that's Pop Race for you. So that's Pop Race. Let's look at the next brand now. Okay, this is the next brand I have, Maisto, and this is a Royal Enfield bullet bike which I got 5 years ago, classic 500, and this will be probably the last time I'm seeing this bike, because this is going for sale tomorrow. So yeah, this bike is 1:12 scale, and yeah, so this is Maisto brand. They make several bikes and cars also like this in several different scales. This is a 164 Ferrari, and Ferrari Monza SP1. This also comes in a blister packaging. So I just have these two only currently with me. There is a red color version also of this, and it's somewhere here in my collection. I can't look at it right now. So this is one kind of packaging which I really like. Okay, beautiful bike. I'm going to miss this one. Okay, so that's about Maisto. Let's look at the next brand. Okay, this is the next brand. This is M2 Machines, and probably you can easily identify this brand with its base plate. They give some very nice base plate. I have another car here. So you get a plastic base plate like this, and the car is bolted to the base plate. And again, here there are different kinds of packaging as well. So this one came in a blister pack. So let me get this one, this red one, this came in a blister pack, and I have opened the car and I have kept it in a box like this. So yeah, and this one has an acrylic case of its own. This is a Cadillac and it has an acrylic case of its own. So M2 Machines, I just want to say this base plate is the identification. You can easily tell it's an M2 Machines, and they have this very different kinds of cars, and plastic, mostly plastic, but very good details. Okay, this is M2 Cadillac, and yeah, okay, this is very difficult to shoot with one hand, man. Okay, that's how the car looks. Oh god. Okay, yes, that is M2 Machines. Let's look at the car up close. Very heavy, very premium, and you get openable doors and more details. Okay, I have to be very careful if I'm opening this. You get some nice interior details and very nice. There is a openable engine bay also. Very nice premium brand, I have to say. These two are the only cars I have in my collection from M2 Machines. I have seen some others with my friends also, but yeah. Okay, so that's M2 Machines for you. Let's look at the next brand. Okay, the next popular brand I have is Bburago, and in India with the diecast collectors, this is a go-to brand if we want Ferrari cars mostly. So I'll just show it to you. I have these cars come in different scales. They are very popular in bigger scales actually. So you have 143, 124 and 1:18 also, but these are the what I have in my collection currently. Nowadays they are making some 164 scales also very nicely. So I have a couple of them here. I'll just show them to you. Okay, this is a 143 scale La Ferrari Aperta. Beautiful Ferrari, I have to say. Very nice details, and it comes in its acrylic case of its own. This one is a Bburago 330 P4 Daytona, the biggest car in my collection and the only 124 scale I have. Yeah, and yeah, let me just open these two and show them to you. Let me rest the phone here. Nowadays this brand is in popular demand, and yeah, the base price of these is almost 600 to 700, and you get car like this. And some of these cars even have openable doors. Well, this one does not have. All around details like this. This is how the cars look. Okay, this is one, and they have another Cadillac here. So what they do is they make these same cars in several scales. Okay, this is how the car looks. This is a 164 Cadillac. I have seen this car in 1:18 scale also. So very nice car. This one has an openable door like I said, and you get very nice details. Okay, even at 164 scale this brand is very premium, and yeah, you get at least 600 to 700 per car, and yeah, very nice. So that is Bburago. Like I said, one very nice scale, 143, 124, and there are several other scales I can say. So this is Bburago. Let's talk about the next brand here. Okay, I just want to show this to you. These are all other cars in this collection. So like this brand is a go-to brand if you want Ferrari cars. Okay, let's talk about the next brand. Okay, this is a brand called Oxford Commercials. They make these trucks, camel trucks. So this has an acrylic case of its own, and the case is also very bad. I'll just show the truck up close to you. Okay, let me just remove the truck from the base and let me show it to you. Okay, here you have this beautiful vintage truck. This is the tiniest model in my collection. This is 176 scale, and if you see my finger at the back, that is how the truck is. That is very small. If you want a comparison with the 164 scale, probably I have to lift it up, and you can see it's very small. Okay, my finger would be the best comparison to show it to you. Okay, so very small but very detailed, and this is a 176 like I said. So these are vintage trucks which were used in UK during for railway works in early 1940s at that time. Very interesting model in my collection. Okay, that is this Oxford models. Let's look at the next brand. Okay, now I'll cover 3 brands in this section, because all these 3 are from England and very nice vintage models, I have to say. So this is the Lledo brand. They make some promotional vehicles, like they select some models and they promote some brands with this kind of packaging. I have some more vintage cars in my collection from this brand, but these are the only ones which I have currently in packaging like this. Okay, this is a van, postal van, vintage postal van, and okay, there is no scale information here, and that is how the brand looks. Okay, very well detailed and very nicely made. Yeah, that's how the brand looks. And I have opened one model here. This is Corgi toys. This is Corgi, and this is a 15 CWT delivery van. Let me show the packaging more up close. Designed in England. They didn't say made in England. Oh, it's made in China here. Okay, this is Corgi toys, and there is the van. Very beautiful vintage van. It comes in a packaging like this plastic packaging, and it even has a certificate of its own. This is a limited edition vintage diecast Days Gone series models since 1982. Since 1982 they are making these models. So they made only 2010 out of this, and mine is 439. Okay, Bassett Loki Limited. So they select a brand and they promote it on the side like this. Okay. Oh God, I have to be very careful. So this is one brand, and this is a Del Prado Jaguar E-Type. I'm not sure what scale this is. I think it could be 143. So this is a Jaguar E-Type. I already made a dedicated video for Jaguar E-Types. You can check that. Okay, this is a Del Prado brand. There is no brand information here. And yeah, beautiful vintage car. Okay, so that is 3 brands covered in one section. Del Prado, I think this is, I get confused. Again, this is Lledo, and that is Corgi toys. Okay, so let me show the last brand for today and conclude this video. Okay, so here I have the final brand, and one of the best and the most hard to find brands here in India. This is UCC Lamborghini. Very special packaging, and I have to say this is the weirdest packaging I have ever seen. UCC is a coffee brand which they have moved away, and they are launching the special diecast cars, and in very limited scales like this. And this is probably the weirdest packaging I have seen, because you just get a very simple car like this. Okay, let me just show the base to you first. You get a very simple paper like this, and if I open that, right, okay, and you get a card like this where you see UCC Lamborghini. Okay, and yeah, here there is more details. UCC Lamborghini 50th anniversary special edition, and you get a plastic protector, and the That is how the car looks. These are very difficult to find, very rare, and yeah, there's no interior details on these cars, and they give this Tomica kind of sound. But yeah, beautiful cars. I have 3 more in my collection. I'll just show them. I don't want to open them, you know. Like I said, probably the weirdest packaging, you know. The seller put my name here, just JK, and yeah, you get this paper card, and inside there is one more plastic paper, and that's the car itself. I have 3 more cars here, mostly Countach. I like the Countach in white color, and this is the only thing that I found in a budget. Like I said, these are very rare to find, and I have all 3 signature colors of the Countach. There's a white, there's a green, and there's a red one there, and there's a Miura also. Okay, so just one moment, let me just conclude the video here. These are all the different kinds of packaging that I have explained in this video. Look at all the mess I made. I have to clear all of this. So that's all for today. This is a complete different kinds of packaging which I have explained, and like I said, these are the only kinds of packaging which I have in my collection. Okay, so that's all from my end. I'll see you in the next video. Okay, thank you so much if you have watched till here.